Hello and welcome to the Spirit of Watercolor. Linda here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how to get our paintings to the finished point. That kind of came to my mind when I was finishing my last painting of this photograph of a lakescape. I was using Primatech paints only, so it was somewhat experimental, and I was making decisions even after I videoed the demonstration, which then I was getting to that place where we all get with when we're painting, where you're like, well, I don't know if what to do to finish this, to know that it's finished, okay? So I have a couple tips, more than a couple, to just help you to get through that process to a finished piece that you're ready to sign, mat, and frame. Okay? All right. Well, welcome to this channel. I really appreciate all you subscribers that have been faithfully with me on the beginning of my journey as a YouTuber. And I really find this is a growing experience for me as well, that I keep on trying and learning new things along with you. But also we want to talk about those things that, I have a degree in watercolor, plus I have experience painting since, I don't know how many years, a long time. Could be 20 years. Okay. So anyway, I was working on this painting, and you can check out that video called, I think, Lakescapes with Primatech Watercolors. And you can watch the entire process, or you can just kind of zip through it and, kind of see how when I got to the end of this painting, I had this, back here was really soft, and then in the foreground it was much more intense. Now it doesn't look like that now because I brought in some strong, darker, more intense values of that Mayan Blue Genuine into the water to kind of pull us forward. Again, I'm still not completely finished with this, but I'm real close. But what I do to get to that finished point is especially three things, okay? One, I take mat, or you can create a mat where you cut, and I've seen some other people do this, and it has a name, I'll check that out for you, where you take a mat and you cut it so that you can shape it around the painting so that it fits. I actually do have that in my folder. Let me grab that really quick if I can. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So you take a mat and you cut it, okay? All right, see? Now it can go anywhere from large to small on here, okay? And, but what you can do is just grab a nice mat, the kind you normally mat with, first of all. And you can sort of move your painting around a little bit to see, where it would mat best, and that might finish it off, okay? Also, you might want more sky, you might want more of the water, and that's because this mat is a little small. I could go a little larger, which is kind of what I'm thinking about doing, and then I can get more of that sky in, and some of this down here. I like the lightness of the land of the beach there. And anyway, then I will take these, if I want to get that more accurate, around, and you go like this, okay? And you can kind of place it where you want it exactly, okay, to see how finished it is, okay? And then, again, that'll help you. You might see, when you're looking at it from here, I keep thinking maybe back by the trees I need a little more of that Mayan blue and a softer value than what I see in the forefront, but just to take our eye back there a little more. I might even add a little more rhodonite, which is that pink over in the side on the left and in the land. So those are decisions that I'm going to be pondering and trying to decide. But what you do is, first of all, and I've heard other artists say this too, when you're to that place where you're almost finished and you don't know what to do, walk away from it, take a break, take a day, put it away, and don't look at it. Look at some other things, look at other artists' work as well, and then come back to it, okay? And then, you know, when you get to the place of matting it, that's, you know, starting to help you pull you forward too, after you've looked at it again, if you still don't know, you know. And then we want to take another thought that I have that was very helpful, and I pretty much always do this, is I will maybe show this painting to fellow watercolor painters, because what, if you've ever heard of critiquing, it's when you think of critique, you think criticize. No, it's not criticize. It's about people looking at your work and saying what they like about it. If it's, you know, if they think it's finished, if they think it needs something, what their eyes, when they're looking at it, tells them if something's missing, or if it could use a little more of, or take a little out, you know. Like I said, this might need a little less blue here, or I might need to add a little blue here to pull that into balance. But hearing 2 or 3 other people at least critique of your work, you can take from what you hear. There may be, you know, most of the people critiquing it may feel one way, which will help lead you to understand that that's probably what the painting needs. Or you might find that, you know, one person said something that really rang to you, like, yeah, that's what it is, that's what it needs, if you keep thinking there's something it needs. Or they might say they think it's finished, and that'll help you to feel that it is finished. And the other thing that I want to mention is, and I've done this, and my friends have done this as well, my other painting friends, you photograph the work. So you take a photograph of it, and then you can see it in a different way. Oftentimes when I've taken it outside into good daylight, taken a nice photograph of it, and then take a look at it, I can see much better if there's something it needs. It does work, trust me, and you want to try this. Also in that light, I want to say you're also recording your paintings for maybe a future website gallery. So, and that's something we could talk about too, because that's the journey that I'm on, is to get my work all into a gallery so that people can take a look at my body of work and the different areas of work. So that's another topic to talk about. But for today, I hope these tips were helpful, because they're the things that I do to see how to get my painting from, you know, almost finished to, I know this is as finished as it's going to be. And that still ultimately is up to you. If other people tell you, and this is one thing I want to mention before I finish this video, if other people tell you things that don't seem right to you, or you don't want to do that, you can do 2 things. You can just not do it, you know, and leave your painting the way it is, or you can take, like, cut out some paper, and maybe if they say add this color somewhere, paint that on some paper, like just a small sheet of white paper, and just, you know, get that color on there, and then place it on here. You know, say they said put some white here, and place it on there, and then see if that helps the painting. You know, step back, step away, that kind of thing. You can, you know, try adding colors and seeing if that works. If somebody says, oh, it needs that in that corner or whatever, you can try it temporarily without, you know, applying it to your work and then going, oh no, I can't, you know, I can't change it, I can't take it out. Okay, there you go. I hope those tips were helpful, and if you have any other thoughts, things that you do to get your work to a finished place, please let me know. I would like to hear your comments, and other people would like to hear them as well. Thank you so much again for watching The Spirit of Watercolor, where we work together to make the world a more beautiful and just more enriched place, more joyous. So I wish that all for you, and have a most wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video.